I don't think so, but there is not a purview of science to prove heavens or hell exists, because why? Heaven or hell is not material world. Heaven or hell is not material, and science only deal with what is observable. Heavens or hell, because they are not material elements, material worlds, they are not observable. They are beyond scientific investigations. Where does our spirit go after we pass away? Will we meet our ancestor or biblical prophets? I hope you will meet, not with your ancestor or biblical prophet. I hope you will meet with your creator. Even more than that. Related to this, has everyone ever used science to prove that heaven exists? I think this question, is good, but I think that person is confused about what science can or cannot prove. Science can only prove nature. Science can only prove what is observable. Science cannot be used to prove the Father created the world, the Father, this is supernaturalism, the Father raised Jesus Christ, the Son, from the dead. This is the act of supernaturalism. Science cannot prove that. Science cannot show that. But I think science is not the way to everything, because science cannot prove a lot of things. Science cannot prove itself. I have this, but I deleted it. But there was a statement by Reverend Russell. Reverend Russell is a logician, a philosopher in the 20th century, who said that everything noble must be attained by way of scientific methods. What science cannot discover, mankind cannot know. This is a very wrong statement. Once again, what is attainable? Everything attainable must be attained through scientific methods. What science cannot discover, mankind cannot know. This is wrong. Why? Because that statement itself cannot be proven by scientific methods. That statement itself is not the product of scientific investigation. Why should I believe? If that statement is true, that means I have to reject that statement. So this is self-contradiction. Everything attainable must be attained through scientific methods. I can ask Reverend Russell, why should I trust your statement? Why should I receive your statement? If you say that everything attainable must be attained through scientific methods, then I can say that that statement is not the byproducts, is not attainable by scientific methods. So I have to discard that statement. And then he said that what science can discover, what science cannot discover, mankind cannot know. So if that's the case, this is not discovery of science, then I cannot know about the truth or the truthfulness of this statement. Why should I believe in that statement? So that statement is self-contradictory. So a lot of these things happens in science also. Science, if you believe that only through science, then you can see a lot of things. You can prove and you can know all things through science and scientific investigation, scientific methods. Then the question itself is, scientific method is not the result of scientific methods. Why should we believe in scientific methods? If you want to believe that because of the scientific methods that everything can be known, then science cannot be known at all. Then why should you accept science? Because this is self-contradiction. So I do not accept this kind of premise, but I pray for this person asking this question, that when that person when she goes to heaven, she gonna meet her creator, and especially if she can understand that her creator is also her redeemer. So how do I know where our spirit goes after death? Because the Bible says it. The Bible says it. This is my presupposition. I do not try to prove everything in the Bible, that the Bible is my presupposition, it's my ultimate belief, it's my basic belief. I do not prove the statements in the Bible, but through the statements in the Bible, I try to understand everything else. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here, so I give back to you. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
before we end today's session, I just want to quickly share this, especially if some of you are still sitting with unanswered question. It is important for us to remember that our God is not a being that can be brought down to a microscopic level for analysis. God is incomprehensible by nature because He is wholly other